Come on, I'm going to say it like the old folk. You say, we trying to get all of our ducks in a row before we move. And then after we moved, the ducks was in a row, but nothing happened. See, it's better to move on God's timing with your ducks out of line than to think you know more than God. Come on, saint. It is not good to worry, listen to me, about nothing. No thing is worth worrying about. Listen, especially things that you cannot change. You remember even Jesus said, which of you by worrying can add 1 cubit to his stature? Which one of you by worrying can change something or make a situation better? And they didn't answer him because they knew worrying in and of itself will not make anything better. Therefore, Jesus came back and said, why do you worry? They were worried about a decision that Esau had made that they couldn't stop him from making, that just got them down. You know, and sometimes people play games in their mind. They don't realize that they're games, but you're playing with yourself. See, because whenever somebody's decision hurts you, that's something you have to start dealing with. I said, that's something you have to start dealing with. Number 2, they were overcome with disappointment. They were overcome with disappointment. Listen, church, do y'all not realize in life that people will disappoint you? Oh, y'all were too quiet there. I said, have y'all not learned in life that people will sometimes disappoint you? Do you not know that you and I will sometimes disappoint? You ain't never had nobody tell you, oh, I'm so disappointed in you. We disappoint each other. But see, sometimes people can allow what a person does to bring them into a state of disappointment with their actions, their words. But then you start playing games with yourself rather than just dealing with the simple fact that what they said to me hurt me. Let me just deal with that. What they said affected me. The way they chose to talk to me hurt me. Deal with it. But when you play games, you keep telling yourself things like, I just can't believe she talked to me like that. I can't believe of all the people he treated me like that. See, you can't get healed until you believe it. Come on, y'all know how to. When somebody do you wrong, don't you say that, I can't believe they did it. Believe it, they did it. Believe it, they said it. Somebody know this teaching is real. And sometimes we have just rehearsed things that people said to us that really affected us. Made you feel that you wasn't who you knew you was. Well, you ain't ever been there for me. No way. If the truth be told, you about to slap them in their mouth. Because as a mama, you know, girl, without me, without God helping me to help you, without God keeping me together so I could be there for you, and gave my last for you, went out of my sacrifice for you when you didn't even. Can I just keep it real? Sometimes as a parent, when your opinion doesn't matter to your child, that can affect you. You saying what's good for them, and they're acting like you want to hurt them. See, that can affect you. Oh, come on. What people do to you can cause you to change For the worst, when you didn't have to change. You didn't have to think less of yourself. Oh, I'm preaching so good up in here. Some of y'all not responding. You have to know who you are when folk mistreat you. You have to know the value that you carry. You better teach that thing, Pastor. When others can't see the value in you, don't you allow mistreatment to make you think you're less than who God says you are. See, again, sometimes it's challenging to teach like this in church because so many of us, again, we want people to think that nothing bothers us. And some of us done got good at it. You two different people. You seem to be okay in front of people. But you broken by yourself. How are you helping yourself to pretend around me that you're whole? But when you're by yourself, you are anything but happy. See, who are you really deceiving? And sometimes you can be with people and things happen to them or they're going through something and you can say, hey, don't let that get you down. And they, oh, me, man, I ain't studying that. Don't bother me. That supervisor got a mouth, they can say whatever they want to say. It ain't getting me down. Well, why are you crying looking for another job? And God sent you to that place. So it did bother you. Huh? Your own spouse can say something to you that if you ain't in the place you need to be. Get tired of it. Why can't you be more like so-and-so? 2 weeks later, you done change your hair. Dressing different, trying to be more like so-and-so. See, what they said to you, it hurts you. See, it's quiet in the house. See, you're dealing with things. Finally, it was sorrow or sadness of heart. That's what his decision to marry 2 heathen women did to his parents. It caused them to be sad. And when something, whether it be a situation or whether it be a person, when something begins to cause you to be sad or to have a sorrowful heart, you need to take that very seriously. Psalm 6. Psalm 6. Ooh, anybody being helped? What did I talk about? A long lasting deliverance. We need it. Psalm 6. Because there are some folks in the house, you are allowing the choices of others to get to you in a bad or a negative way. And listen to me, the choices of others is affecting your happiness. Come on. Psalm 6. See, grief is nothing to play with. Come on, somebody. I say grief is nothing to play with. I say grief is nothing to play with. And have you ever seen a person who will get hurt by one person, but will take out that hurt, that frustration on others. Y'all ever seen it? You ever did it? Now you over here mistreating somebody because of the choices that somebody made that affected you. But watch grief. See, what I'm teaching y'all this morning, I had to learn. I had to learn these things. As a pastor, I've had people say things to me that it affected me. It affected me. You know. And I had to learn if you don't handle this right, just listen to me. If you don't handle this right, you're going to allow what they did, you're going to allow what they said to affect how you pastor people who really value your leadership. You're going to let people who didn't value it cause you not to be a help and a strength to people who do value. See, sometimes you can find yourself not being to others what you need to be to them because of what somebody else has done to you. Are y'all hearing me? Used to go home from meetings. And Donald said, "What's wrong with you? I thought we were." I'm just going to eat back here today. Well, I mean, I could tell something, Donald. I don't want to even, I don't want to deal with it. See, it affected me. Affected me. It bothered me. It stayed with me. Isn't it amazing how things folks say with you, it stays. You had in one day several people say something good to you. You have one person to say something hurtful. And that's what stayed. Come on. You had people after people coming up to you talking about how they value what you do on the job, how they appreciate what you bring to the table. And you had one person, listen, whose sole purpose is to run you out of the place that they know God put you because they secretly want to be where you. You have to be careful with your married folk that talk to you about your spouse. They may just want to. You have to keep this real because there are some of you out here, you're sitting all cool. You're acting like this message is okay, but there's something that's getting you down that shouldn't be getting you down. Do you know I see way too many women, married and single, that place their worth in the opinion of men. There are women that give men that kind of power. If your husband is treating you like you his, whatever, little chocolate dumpling, whatever. No, see, y'all playing. But you'd be surprised how that has you skipping. Oh, you feel like you can do anything. You can overcome anything. He sent me flowers for nothing. Oh, God. I am the woman of the year. But if he ignores you, if he doesn't notice you, if he doesn't appreciate you, you'd be surprised how single women value how many men have came on to them within a week or a month. What's wrong with me? Ain't nobody asked me. Look at you. Come on, I'm being serious. You are damaged goods. You want a new man, but you hadn't got over what the old man said. You hadn't got over what the old man did. I got to move on. That's good teaching. It's good teaching.